Now at noon, the U.S. Supreme Court addressing same-sex marriage right now, what the justices are considering and how it may affect Wisconsin. Those for and against same-sex marriage began lining up last week for a seat inside the courtroom. One protester was removed earlier today after he began shouting during the proceeding. And a local same-sex couple who fought to have the right to marry in Wisconsin says they're even more confident in this court decision.
They point out there's a changing tide in the way the entire country views gay marriage.
I'm anxious, but I'm also looking forward to it because I think it's going to be a good outcome.
Roy Badger believes same-sex marriage will survive the Supreme Court's decision, but he hasn't always been so confident.
Do you have any worry that it's not going to go well?
No, I don't. I'm looking forward.
Roy went from thinking he'd never be able to legally marry his partner of 37 years to his wedding landing on the front page of the paper.
We had worked so hard for this, and we had worked for ourselves, but also for others.
They were one of 4 couples that sued the state of Wisconsin. They won their case last fall when a federal judge ruled Wisconsin's ban on same-sex marriage was unconstitutional.
It's just beyond belief. It's more than I ever had hoped for.
Across the country, 36 states and the District of Columbia allow same-sex marriage. Now, the Supreme Court is deciding if all states should have to allow gay marriage and if they need to recognize marriages performed in other states.
Those poor people in Kentucky and Ohio and Michigan, the other states that where the federal judges have ruled against them, yes, it'll be a nice homecoming for them also.
Even with protesters on the steps outside of the Supreme Court, Roy still believes his conviction comes from their hard-fought victory in Wisconsin, but also from several recent rulings in favor of same-sex marriage across the country.
Even if they would rule against us, I am so pleased at how this has turned out, that there's so much more acceptance nationwide. It's just beyond belief.
The Supreme Court is not expected to announce its decision until June, most likely on the last day of the court's term.